Yo, back again. Listen, I couldn't even go to sleep. I was trying to go to sleep, y'all, and I was just full of energy. So I guess I came back to talk a little bit more. I'm talking about a clean slate. And honestly, when you start off with a clean slate, basically, going through your spiritual awakening, and you remove all the things that hindered you from having fun, all fun, like going out, adventures, your sex life, your romance life, everything's. I feel like a little kid again. You feel like a little kid again. You just have all this extra energy. You'll feel empowered, and you just want to just have fun. And it's nothing wrong with that. And it's good to go out and have fun. Like before, I know I was talking about real love versus lust, and now my opinion hasn't changed, and that's something I did feel like that's very important. You build a foundation before you go jumping in to have a sexual relationship, because sexual relationships are temporary. They're not. There's nothing for you to fall back on if when shit hits the fan. Let me just be clean, straight up. When shit hit the fan, you don't have nothing to lean back on. There's no memories except, oh, we just had some sex. We had good sex. Good sex. Damn headphones. But anyways, my thing, you start off with that new clean slate. You forgiving everybody. Even when situations, when you're in a relationship, friendship, things go wrong. Friends with benefits make more sense. But when those things happen, you forgive, you forget, you move on. When people want to come back in your life, you start off with a clean slate. You don't harbor none of that old stuff against them. If they cheated on you and you give them that chance to come back, just make sure you set some boundaries, set some rules, or depending on the situation, because not everybody, some people end up, if they don't feel a passion that you were given in the beginning, they are going to go look elsewhere. Or if you're not doing what you're supposed to do, they're going to go look elsewhere. That's just the nature of people, men and women. If they don't feel the love or feel that passion, they're going to leave. Simple or not. They love you. They can love you as much as they want all in the world. But if you're not giving what you're supposed to give, which is your all, because you're trying to grow with that person, you want to be with that person. So if you're not giving your all, you're not gonna see the fruits of your labor, and vice versa. They're not even giving you a chance now. They're not giving you a chance to do it. Then that's kind of their loss, because they could have just let you. They could have just left you alone from the get go. But like I said, when you start with a clean slate, you forget all that stuff. That's just that's harboring on to negativity, and that's just gonna block your blessings to come in. But I know right now I just been so excited, and I just been ready. I'm ready for whatever challenges come ahead and come my way. I don't know. I'm just I'm just so hyper and excited and full of joy and peace. I don't know. Just getting on here and talking, I'm getting more comfortable being able to speak my mind, and just feeling empowered. You never just feel like how you just walk into a building and all eyes are on you. That's how I feel right now. I just feel top of the line. But when you have that peace in you, it's just things do come a lot easier. That self-worth, self-love, the confidence, all of that is just, it builds you up. You don't give a damn what nobody say or how anybody else feel. Now, unless it's your person, then yeah, you're gonna care. You're gonna want to care. You're gonna want to show equal give and take. That's like another thought I was thinking about too when I was talking about one of the biggest things. Sometimes you do have to put yourself out there to be vulnerable in order to receive it back. Because sometimes even the people in your past have hurt you. You have to forgive and move on because that means there's something way better for you. And so sometimes you'll get in a situation where somebody does the total opposite of what you're used to. And so it makes you feel a little bit uncomfortable. And it kind of messes with your head a little bit because you feel like they might be playing games or they might be up to something. But in all nationality, in all, I don't know what we're looking for, y'all. In retrospect, the other person could be just, trying to feel you out and figure out where your head at. So, you guys gotta have that communication and you gotta be able to bring it together and meet in the middle so that way you can get to the good stuff, the fun stuff. I mean, that's another thing too, you gotta make sure. Try to come in and start off with a level head. I mean, it's okay to have your vices or you want to drink, smoke, do your whatever thing you like to do. It's okay to do that, but try to be in a clear state of mind when you want to speak your feelings because sometimes you might not remember it. Sometimes it might come out the wrong way and it's not what you really meant to say or it's not how you meant for it to come out. Basically, we have to we got to be careful with how we do things like that, especially if we care about that person and you want them to see that you care. Just because you're there doesn't mean your mind's there, doesn't mean you're fully there. And that usually happens a lot with people. Ooh, what the hell is that? Ooh. Oh, okay, sorry, my bad. Okay, so we have to learn, as we're growing, we're all humans, we make mistakes and things happen. So when we start off with that clean slate and we learn what our mistakes was in that past, it gives you an opportunity to have a better, longer run, especially if you are trying to make something last and you want to be there for that person. I don't know. I'm just speaking from the heart, and I hope you guys, when y'all see this, whenever everybody see this, it's just, you understand where I'm coming from. We all have our moments, our days where we're not feeling up and happy, but you gotta look past that, find that joy in your person or your friend, your family, but you gotta be able to clean your slate and let those negative things out and go. Don't take it out on the person that you in front of and with, because it's not their fault that you went through what you went through. That was your experiences. They have their own experiences that they have to go through, that they've been through, and have to learn from. That's why when you start a relationship, you need to understand, and even a friendship, you need to have a clear foundation, have some boundaries, and have those moments where you have deep talks and you share your soul or share your darkness with them, and they'll be able to reciprocate. And that's usually what builds a really good relationship, unless you're dealing with a toxic person who just is going to use all your sadness against you. And I've seen that a lot with my own siblings, and I see that with my some of my friends, they'll get used by their own darkness from the other person because the other person just wants what they want from them. And then after they get what they want and they get tired of them, they move on. And they repeat that cycle over and over and over until they learn to break that lesson, because they're gonna get broken, and ain't gonna be the way they like. So we have to be careful with that. But yeah, I'm just so happy. I'm so glad. I'm just full of joy and peace and clarity. You guys gotta, when you start your spiritual awakening, give yourself a clean slate. Just pretend you were just born again, which you really are. It's like a rebirth, because you don't feel, you're not thinking about it. You're not thinking about anything that harms you or caused you sadness or any of those toxic people that was in your life. Because guess what? They ain't nowhere around and they haven't been back. And then when you raise your vibration, yeah, I have not been drinking or nothing or smoking or anything. I'm just clear headed and everything, but I'm just so giddy. Anyways, sometimes when you would let go of all that negativity and past and anything that like harmed your spirit, that inner child releases itself, and then you just feel that joy. Those that did harm you can't come back because you raised your vibration. You have grown maturely, so you see things differently, you feel things differently, and even your body will feel different. Your body will be healed, and you won't be feeling any pain, aches and pains. Excuse me. You don't feel none of that. You just feel joy, happiness, peace. You have that unconditional love for yourself that you want to give to someone else, and they hopefully will reciprocate it. And if you come across another toxic person, trust me, you'll spot it a mile away. And even if you give them a chance, you know it's not for you. You'll be able to walk away with your head held high, and that's the most beautiful thing, because you know your self-worth, and you know you're not going to allow nobody to play in your head no more. So keep an open mind. Keep an open mind for things like that, and you just need to build up on your self-love and self-worth, especially if you feel somebody is out of your league. Ain't nobody out your league unless you place that blockage in there. Unless you place that blockage in front of you, then they're not worthy. But there's nobody that's out your league unless you tell yourself. So build up that self-worth. Build up that love, the unconditional love for yourself. So when you give it, people will already see and feel it. They're going to want a part of it. But if they have a low vibration, they won't be around. They belong. And they won't be able to come near you or come back again, let alone period. So keep your vibration high. Meditate, pray. They got healing stones I've been learning about. They got all kind of stuff to help bring your vibration up and not allow people to get in your head or just mess with you. This one lady I was watching, she has this one stone, I think it's called Molybite, and that stone, she says, just a small fragment of it, probably like just about a gram, maybe a gram or so, but just putting around her, she said, just on a necklace or you hold it in your hands, it'll raise your vibration up so high that you won't even want to be around anything that doesn't serve you a purpose, anything that's negative or draining. You won't even go near even situations or people that gonna echo in his headphones. But anyways, so clean slates are always good, and you want to make sure when you do start a clean slate, don't go back to all your old habits unless you have self control, and you want to make sure you have self control, because if you don't, you're just gonna fall back into that same slump again, and you don't want to keep repeating cycles. You want good cycles, just nothing but good cycles that keep going and growing till you reach that overflow of abundance and prosperity. I mean, I'm in the midst of it right now, so I'm just speaking from what I'm learning and what's happening with me. Like I said, I mean, not everybody is gonna agree or like what I'm saying, and that's their problem. That's their prerogative. That ain't got nothing to do with me, because this messages, the messages I'm putting out are gonna resonate with the people that need it. And if, like I said, if the ones that don't need it want to watch all the way through and they feel like they want to talk junk and ain't gonna serve no purpose. I'm done. No purpose whatsoever. It's not gonna serve them anything, because the comments gonna be deleted, and I honestly don't give two flying flips what they got to say if it ain't constructive criticism. And I love constructive criticism. All right, I'm going to sleep after this. I can't even get my words out. I feel like my tongue tripping over. But yeah, clean slate. I'm gonna keep a clean slate, and if people are meant to be in your life, they'll come back. If not, then it just means they weren't meant to be there. They was only there for a season. So hope that resonates. If I can help at least one person, I'm stealing this from this guy I like watching on YouTube. His name is Steve. He's hilarious, but he loves saying that at the end of all his videos. If I can help at least one person, I've done my job. So, and that's true. If you can help at least one person, then yeah, you good. You'll be good. But listen, y'all have a great, wonderful night or morning, whatever you want to call it. Be blessed, and I'll talk to y'all again soon, especially with all this tongue tripping and slurring over words. And I ain't had nothing to drink or nothing. I'm just so hyped. I'm about to go for a run in the morning. But y'all be blessed.